Welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. I'm Chandra Lee here with our 2012-2013 men's basketball season preview. The Spartans won their first MEAC championship ever last season, advancing them to the NCAA tournament for the first time, where they knocked off number 2 seed Missouri before falling to Florida in the third round. This season, the Spartans used their preseason trip to the Bahamas as an opportunity to get to know each other off the court.
Well, I think, again, the Bahamas was big for us because they didn't have their cell phones, so they had to be around each other all the time. Gave them an opportunity to talk, to go snorkeling. All of those things help out with just bringing the team together, the bonding. I think it really will help us down the line because now you have personalities who really didn't talk to each other together, you know, communicating, and again, I think it's going to help us down the road.
After losing several key seniors last year, the Bahamas trip also afforded Coach Evans and his staff some time to assess the returnees.
We had a lot of players who didn't play a lot last year who we wanted to see how they reacted, you know, in a game situation, and you know, we were very pleased with them.
Evans says senior Chris Brown has really stepped up for the Spartans.
He's really impressed with his defensive ability, much improved shooting. He's knocked down a lot of shots for us, which we need this year.
Evans also says juniors Jordan Weathers and Brandon Good have also shown some improvement from last season.
Jordan came in with Penny, with Brandon Good, Riley May, and he's really turned the corner, I believe, as a defender, as a perimeter threat, along with Brandon Good. Brandon didn't play a lot, obviously, because of Kyle, but he's made tremendous strides over the summer, and I think he'll have a really good year.
Junior Malcolm Hawkins and freshman Rashid Gaston are two of the newcomers who are expected to produce for the Spartans right away.
Well, Malcolm's he's a power player, he's a power guard, and his physical attributes are something that we haven't had in a while. He's a guy who can penetrate, get to the basket, he rebounds pretty well, and defensively he's coming along, but I think he'll be able to make an immediate impact. Rashid Gaston's another, he's a freshman, physically ready to play. At this point, you know, he did a great job in our green and gold game. In the scrimmage, played really well. So those are two guys right off the top of my head who have really performed well for us.
Along with Hawkins and Gaston, junior Zaik Estime is also expected to add offensive production to the Spartan team this year.
Well, Z is a perimeter shooter. You know, he's somebody who can knock down open shots for us. I know he'll be able to do that, play really well in the Bahamas. You know, defensively, he's still coming along for us, but I think he'll be able to help us as well.
Coach Evans says that he will rely heavily on junior Pendarvis Williams and that the key to their success will depend on his consistency.
You know, we've seen the effort day in and day out in practice, and that's something we've preached to him. In order for you to be a good player, you have to play at a consistent level, at a high level, and he's shown us that. Green and gold game, he played well. William & Mary, he was our leading scorer, so we're looking for him to do the same thing. Now, you're going to be the #1 target for teams. You have to go out and perform at that same level every night.
For all the major pieces NSU lost last year, the point guard position was not one of them, and that will help the Spartans throughout the year.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully our turnovers are down a little bit because we have experience at the point guard spot. You know, the game in the MEAC is controlled by guards. So we have two of the best, I believe, in the MEAC. So we should be able to control the game and, you know, pretty much that be our advantage.
Although NSU has to replace much of its offensive production from last year, the coaches know that the defensive side of the ball will be just as important to the team's success this year.
We've got to play well defensively. Anytime you go on the road, you have to rebound well, you have to play defense. If you want to win a championship, defense is the staple. You know, that's something that we did last year, it's something we'll preach this year and continue on. As long as we can do that, our chemistry comes together, then we'll be fine.
Another challenge for the Spartans will be players stepping up into bigger roles this year.
Now, guys who didn't take 10, 11 shots a game may have to do that for us. I think that we have guys, like you said, who are capable of playing those roles. You know, Penny would probably be one. Robbie Johnson, another who I think he averaged 7 points a game, 6 points a game last year. We're looking for his production to increase. And guys off the bench. A.J. Rogers, who played last year, Quasim Pugh, a number of them who have experience at the college level. We're looking for them to make an impact.
The Spartans will kick off their season at Rhode Island on Friday at 7:30 p.m. For all your information on NSU athletics, visit www.nsuspartans.com.